Hello, everyone, and welcome to Teacher Nolan's English Podcast. Today is episode 11, Transportation Methods. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Teacher Nolan's English Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to check out my Patreon linked below for some more interesting English content. My Patreon provides you access to transcripts from lessons, comprehension quizzes from lessons, and a lot of useful grammar practice. Now let's get talking about today's topic, transportation. Have you ever thought about all the different ways people travel from one place to another? From ancient times to modern technology, transportation has come a long way. Let's begin with some common methods of transportation that people use every day. First, we have walking. It's the oldest and simplest way to get around. Walking is free, healthy, and great for short distances. Next, there's cycling. Riding a bicycle is a popular choice in many countries. It's eco-friendly, doesn't require fuel, and helps you stay active. In some cities, you can even rent bikes using bike-sharing programs. For longer distances, many people use cars. Cars are fast and convenient, but they can be expensive to own and maintain. Public transportation, like buses and trains, is a great alternative. Buses are affordable and can take you almost anywhere within a city or town. Trains are faster and are often used for traveling between cities. Let's not forget airplanes. Air travel is the fastest way to cover long distances. It's how people travel between countries or even continents. Although it's expensive, it's very convenient for international travel. Now let's talk about some modern and innovative transportation methods. How common are electric cars in your country? They're becoming very popular because they are better for the environment. Companies like Tesla and Nissan make electric cars that run on batteries instead of gasoline. Another exciting development is ride-sharing apps like Uber and Lyft. With just a few taps on your phone, you can order a ride that picks you up and takes you exactly where you need to go. High-speed trains are another modern method of transportation. Countries like Japan and France have trains that can travel at speeds over 300 kilometers per hour. These trains are fast, comfortable, and eco-friendly. We also have drones being tested for delivering packages. Imagine ordering something online and having it delivered to your door by a small flying machine. Finally, there's the Hyperloop, a futuristic idea where people travel in pods through vacuum tubes at incredible speeds. While it's not ready yet, it could change how we travel in the future. Different countries use transportation in unique ways. For example, in Venice, Italy, people often travel by gondolas, which are long, narrow boats that float on the city's canals. In India, auto rickshaws, or tuk-tuks, are a popular way to get around cities. In the Netherlands, cycling is a way of life. Almost everyone owns a bike, and cities are designed with bike lanes. Meanwhile, in Japan, bullet trains are the main form of transportation for long distances. These trains are incredibly fast and always on time. In some remote areas, people still rely on animals for transportation. In the Andes Mountains of South America, llamas are used to carry goods. In some parts of the world, people use camels to cross deserts. Transportation methods can tell us a lot about the culture and geography of a place. Now, let's look ahead to the future of transportation. Technology is advancing rapidly, and many exciting ideas are being developed. One example is autonomous or self-driving vehicles. These cars and buses can operate without a driver, using advanced sensors and artificial intelligence. They could make travel safer and more efficient. Another fascinating concept is flying cars. Although they sound like something from a science fiction movie, companies are working on designs that could allow cars to take off and land like small airplanes. Imagine skipping traffic by flying to your destination. Sustainable transportation is also a big focus for the future. Scientists are exploring alternative fuels like hydrogen and solar power to reduce pollution. Urban areas might see more electric buses, trams, and even solar-powered trains. Lastly, space travel might become more accessible. Companies like SpaceX are working on ways to make space tourism possible. In the future, people might travel to other planets or take vacations in space. The future of transportation is exciting, and it's amazing to think about how it might change our lives. That's all for today's episode of Teacher Nolan's English Podcast. We talked about common, modern, and unique transportation methods from around the world. Remember, transportation is not just about getting from one place to another, it's also about exploring new ideas and cultures. If you are watching on YouTube, be sure to check out my Patreon for some more interesting English content. My Patreon provides you access to transcripts from lessons, comprehension quizzes from lessons, and a lot of useful grammar practice. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.